SITI SOTAR matric number 264515. I would like to present about the introduction of banker-customer relationship. Banker-customer relationship will be established where the bank provides service to customer and the concept of the relationship occur is a contextual in nature. The nature of the bank's relationship with its customer is important because it determines the right and obligation or legal obligation of each. Bank will prioritize their relationship with their customer to remain excellent in order to attract customer loyalty to Islamic banking. Definition of banker. Banker is defined as a person who carries on the business of banking under BIFS 1989. According to EBA 1983, business banking is known as the operation of a banking business that does not involve elements that are not approved by the religion of Islam. Definition of customer. BIFS 1989 defines a customer or non-depositor as a person entitled to repay a deposit, whether made by him or any other person. All depositors are customer, but not all customers are depositor. Types of banker-customer relationship. Relationship with supplier of fund. This relationship depends on the Sharia principle used such as Qad Hasam principle, which is involve creditor and debtor, Al-Wadi'ah principle, which is involve trustee and beneficiary, Mudarabah principle, which is involve an investor-entrepreneur relationship. A relationship with user of fund. This relationship depends on the principle used in providing certain facility, such as profit sharing. Is it used in the relationship of partner on investor-entrepreneur? For the sale and purchase, is it used in the relationship between trader and his customer? For the free of charge service, they are used in the relationship between the party who has something he want to give and the party who want to receive it.
Hi, my name is IZZIAN and SALMI. Matrix number is 2646 and 68. I will present about the banker's right and duties. Enjoy! Now, we will see about the banker's right. Okay, firstly, the banker's right is to charge commission. The right to charge a reasonable fee for the service done in general. Amount charged is generally agreed before the service is performed by the banker and his customer. Secondly, to set off. If a customer has multiple accounts with the same bank or different branches of the same bank, the bank has the right to set off what is owed to the customer on one account against what is owed to the customer on another account. Thirdly, to be repaid on demand. When a bank allows a customer account to get overdraft, the bank has the authority to demand payment from the customer. Reasonable notice must be given to the customer. Lastly, to be indemnified. The bank may incur expenses while operating on behalf of the customer. Therefore, bank has the right to be indemnified for its expenditure by its customer. Now, we will see about the banker's duties. Firstly, bank needs to receive money for the customer's account. Besides receiving money for the crediting into the customer's account, the bank also receive check and also collect bills for the crediting into the customer's account. Secondly, bankers must keep secret about his customer information. In the section 97 of BIFS 1989 state that a banker has to keep secret any information regarding to the account of his customer to the third party. Then, in IFSA Act also state that a banker has to keep secret any information regarding to the account of his customer to the third party. The secrecy must be maintained by the bank regarding to any customer information after this customer has terminated his relationship with the bank. The last banker's duty is bank must honor his customer check. This duty is subject to a number of conditions or provisions. First, the check must be properly drawn and not stale. If a check is dated more than 6 months before it is redeemed, it is considered stale. Second, the account must have an adequate credit balance to pay the check or arrangement have been made for an overdraft and the agreed overdraft limit is not exceeded. Third, the customer has not countermanded payment. That is, the customer has not informed the bank that the check should not be honored. Fourth, the bankers has no notice about their customer, where the banker is uninformed that their customer has died, become mentally incapable, or been declared bankrupt. Lastly, there is no legal bar preventing the bankers from honoring the check.
The next part are customers' rights and duties in a bank. There are two rights that customers need to know, which are repayment and check drawing. And two customers' duties are to exercise reasonable care in drawing check and to disclose forgery. In repayment, the customer has the implied right to claim a repayment when he makes a demand for the money he deposited into his account, and the banker is answerable to his demand. The customer also has a right to draw a check up to a certain amount, in which it will be the credit balance in his account or any amount up to the credit limit that the customer has arranged with the banker. The first customer's duty is to exercise a reasonable care in drawing check. It is a prudent policy to apply the necessary procedures and controls in order to reduce fraud, forgery, and any other unauthorized actions. The second duty of a customer is to disclose forgery. The customer needs to inform his banker immediately in the case that a check signed by him has been forged in order to avoid the customer being stopped from denying the genuineness of his signature. Plus, the banker is also not entitled to debit his customer's account if the signature is forged.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Atirah binti Faeizam and my matric number 26486. Now, I will present how to maintain the relationship between banker and customer. Do you know how the Islamic banking maintain the relationship between banker and customer? Yes, I know. There are three ways to maintain the relationship between banker and customer in Islamic banking. That is, firstly, eliminate interest in all transactions and service. Interest is one of the factors that cause the gap between customer and bankers in the conventional banking system because it has burdened customer to pay interest rate even though they will suffer losses. Therefore, the relationship between banker and customer in Islamic banking is on the basis of the profit and loss sharing. And Islamic banking eliminates interest because it has violent Islamic Sharia. As we know, usury is prohibited in Islam. Due to that, the relationship between the bankers and the customer can be maintained because Islamic banking helps the customer not to do things that are prohibited. Secondly, improve customer service and product. To maintain the relationship between bankers and customer for the long term, Islamic bank must improve their customer service so that customer will be comfortable to communicate. In addition, the Islamic bank must meet the needs and desire of customers so that customer feel appreciated. That is in accordance with the complete code of life based on the Al-Quran. And lastly, automatic zakat deduction service. Islamic banking provides the service of automatically deducting zakat from customer saving account. This activity can help maintain the relationship between bankers and customers because it can give awareness to the customer to fulfill the obligation to pay zakat if they can afford it. This zakat deduction is one of the services that will differentiate between Islamic banking and conventional banking. This relationship will be wider because all zakat collection will be given to the poor or the needy. Oh, that seems to be the way to maintain the relationship between banker and customer. Thank you, Miss, for the explanation. You're welcome.